Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
All these girls excited. Ooh, you know they like it. I'm so icy. So icy. So icy. So icy. All your friends invited. Girl, don't try to hide it. I'm so icy. So icy. So icy. So icy. My chain hang down to my dick.
Absolutely not.
I'm so icy.
Oh, this bitch got on the mic like she was a jazz singer.
I'm so icy. So icy. I'm so icy. That's what I was doing. You know when they be doing the jazz over the bass?
Yeah.
I am so icy. I sell the yams out my auntie's house. I trap with my mouth. The left and the right funk and his left and right nut. What? I remix like Brother to the Night mixed with So Icy mixed with some shit that just came to my head.
I'm gonna write
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Jade and XD. I am XD, aka the Chuck D of homosexuality, aka Homo Without a Pause, aka Gay Z, aka Homo La Flor, aka Hoisha, aka the gay Effie White, cause nigga, we all got pain. What's up?
Damn, nigga, you spit that like
That was
hot
so much.
fire.
That was so much.
Yeah, you didn't even stumble. It was like a Jay-Z verse.
That reminds me of Desus and Mero shit.
Yeah.
Them niggas be coming up with
I
ridiculous
know, that's where I got it from.
Do you do that same nonsense?
She
or
does.
No?
Well, I do because he made me come up with some AK. I don't ever remember them. I'm Jade, aka the Mary Jane Mommy,
Gang gang.
aka the 420 Chef, aka Problematica Favorita, aka Carnitas Be.
Oh my god, you are so fucking stupid.
And we have, yeah.
Who are you, miss?
Who are you?
I'm just me, nigga. I'm just Crissle. I don't have no AKAs. I just be chilling.
We have,
aka West.
yeah, we have Crissle West in the building.
Oh, whatever. All right.
Famous.
Okay. So I'm going home because I'm not here for lies.
Girl.
I came here to have a good time.
Ain't you Emmy nominated?
No, I am not. Drunk History is Emmy nominated.
Because of you.
Because of you.
Not solely because of me, but my episode was the one submitted for consideration.
We only watched the show because of you.
I'm just saying, you niggas love to give me way too much.
No, girl.
Y'all love
it
to
was
give me too.
entertaining.
Anyway, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, come
Yes,
on.
I did journey all the way to Brooklyn.
You sure did for the love.
For my
Yeah.
niggas on a school night. Look at
Yes, it is a school.
me. It is a school. That is not the point, girl. I be at home.
I know.
The sunset is 6:15 now.
I know.
Earlier.
It fucks me up. Yesterday it was dark at 6:30. I said, okay, well it's quiet for me going outside.
Yeah.
Like fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It's
really go
spade
outside
season.
at
It is.
It's fade season, bitch, and I got me a black deck of cards for us.
Oh, girl, I got some Henny White infusing right now.
Oh, we about to have a card party.
I'm gonna make a spiced cranberry syrup for
it's going to be a lituation.
Yeah.
It's going to be
We're
a
gonna
lituation.
have spiced cranberry infused Henny cocktails.
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotta do something new this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up this year, but I'm
gonna miss it. I'm so mad.
Well, we'll save you some weed liquor.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Of course.
As of always, how was y'all's week? Crissle, how was your week?
Well, today is Tuesday.
Well, I mean, in the last 108 hours, how was your...
Oh, wow. Well, when you put it like that.
Yeah.
Mostly uneventful. I had to cuss out my bank because they played too much and fucked around with my money, and you know how niggas are about their money.
You
and
bank
all
black,
that.
right?
I do. I bank black, and the only reason I didn't close my account was because first of all, I went up there. And the manager got involved pretty much immediately. And then the district manager got involved and all that. And everybody was apologetic and all this shit. But I realized, there's no guarantee that white bank's not gonna fuck you over too.
Oh, they have as well.
Right,
Oh.
and
all the time.
Me and Chase got beef.
Right.
Yeah.
Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all them niggas are problematic in their own ways and all this other shit. So I was like, I'm not just going to leave them off of one mistake, but it did piss me off. But, everything is cleared up now and back to normal. So
sometimes we have to wait 45 minutes for our catfish, but it's fine.
The blackest bank I have is MCU. And if you live in New York,
TD Bank.
Niggas love TD Bank.
It's open till 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess
if I feel like strolling in the bank at 7:15, I can.
Right.
They turn off your debit card whenever they want to, but still.
They do.
They do. Everybody I know with
better.
TD be like, my debit card just don't work.
When I was in Atlanta this weekend, I was like, please don't turn off my debit card.
Oh, no, I don't have that. No, I have MCU, the City Credit Union.
Yeah.
And so, everybody in there is black as hell.
Right.
So it might as well just be a black-owned bank.
I could see that.
Ooh, all the N-words work there.
Always.
Jay, how was your Atlanta event?
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, I bet. I'm
had
still
so
thinking
many
about them
listeners.
fucking nachos y'all made at that last event.
Nacho
was so
season's
good.
over, but it's
never over.
Right,
cooking
fuck you.
season.
It's
Right.
nacho
Well, summer
season.
nacho season is over, but we're gonna come up with some delicious winter
We're
nachos.
going to have an autumn
Winter
nacho.
nachos.
I don't know, but
With
niggas gonna
squash
make
or some
something
shit.
delicious.
Okay, no. No, because you're
Do
going
not
to say
tell me to
something
make
white.
a pumpkin spice nacho,
See?
because I'm not doing it. Look at them.
That don't even
Because I was like a
sound
pumpkin
good.
spice nacho. It
That
could
do
be a
not-
dessert nacho. Oh, you wasn't even fucking with it. You wasn't even thinking
still
about it.
not.
You wasn't thinking about
I'm still
a
not.
pumpkin spice nacho with
Nachos is
vanilla
not for
cream.
dessert. No,
with a vanilla cream. Think about it. It could be like a deep fried
Ooh, them deep fried bananas from P.F. Chang's. I know that is probably one of the blackest things I've said because P.F. Chang's.
Wow, bitch, P.F. Chang's.
Yeah, you know, niggas love to go to restaurants like P.F. Chang's when they graduate and have anniversaries.
feel
and shit.
fancy.
Yeah, Cheesecake Factory.
Right, like that's their shit, Red Lobster.
Yeah.
But them fucking fried bananas with that coconut ice cream, nigga,
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't care.
It's lit.
That sounds good. And I don't even like
Atlanta
coconut.
was amazing. We had listeners at the party. Thank you guys for coming and supporting. Everybody says hi to everybody. They call us the Super Friends. And
Oh,
so
how cute is that?
That's super cute. I'm like, look at y'all. Y'all so creative.
That's adorable.
So we had a bunch of listeners come. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting. And we're definitely coming to more cities. We got Chicago coming, DC, New
Different
York,
area code.
LA, and we want to do one in the Bay.
Area. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If you do it in the Bay, I will come home.
I might even do it in Cleveland, Ohio, because niggas keep asking.
Girl,
Cleveland better buy them tickets.
Cleveland.
They better be having my grandmother lives there.
I was
Yeah.
about to say.
We big in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead
it's
then.
random. You
Yeah, I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying?
why.
Listen,
but
go where your
hey, it
fans
is-
are.
it
I
is-
understand.
Yeah, it's-
I
Like
understand.
Cleveland. All right. Like
It's
mad
lit.
niggas from Cleveland were like, don't sleep on Cleveland. I'm like, nigga, I've been to Cleveland. I know what's in Cleveland.
I have not slept on Cleveland.
But if y'all niggas gonna buy tickets, well then hell, I'll come.
The
Big
last
ass pictures
time,
of
the last
LeBron
time I went
James
to
everywhere.
Cheesecake Factory was in Cleveland, Ohio, with Durant.
I met a nice young lady from Cleveland today who works at Black & Crew Atlanta. Her name is Sapphire.
What? There's a Black Ink Atlanta?
Yeah, but it's not on TV.
Oh.
But Caesar opened a Black Ink Atlanta. Shout out to Black business. And
Caesar drains me. I'm just I'm sleepy and you're tired. Every time I look at him.
Exhausted.
Weary.
Actually, yeah, everybody.
That whole shit with him and Duchess.
In Sky.
Duchess is just
draining.
A horrible human being.
Draino.
I cannot.
Toxic. Draining.
She and Caesar need to stay together so nobody else has to deal with either one of them.
Else.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are just the most.
Maybe Carly Red, throw her in the mix and they can be one of them.
Oh God, Carly Red is 53 years old. She would have sit her ass down somewhere.
He said she could be their pet. Their python.
Yes.
Their snake. In the cage. Anyway, let's get into it. How was your week? Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it should happen.
No?
Just been chilling.
Yeah. I guess I can announce it now. I was trying to keep this a secret. No, I'll keep it more of a secret.
Well, is it like ready to come out, or are you still working on it? Whatever.
Oh, it's nothing that I'm like. It's not like a project or anything. It's like. Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
You already know what it is.
I do.
Yeah.
That's a nigga.
I don't know.
You modeling?
No, nigga.
Oh.
That's me, first of all.
What's WW?
Oh.
What's WW? Oh! This nigga's on Weight Watchers.
I didn't want to say it. Yeah. Fine, I'll say it.
Nigga, what?
Yeah. So I'm
like, what's WW?
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm over here like, what
Where's
does it
that?
mean?
So I have like fake body dysmorphia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I want to get in shape, and I always go on these diets or whatever. And I said, I'm going. So, like in 2012, I was on it, and I lost like 30 pounds.
Weight Watchers is literally a scam, though. Like,
it's literally teaching you how to.
It teaches you how to power. Yeah, it's good for people who are weak.
But it's
and
like,
I am said weak person.
If you've already done it before.
Yeah, and then I got off of it and I gained it all back and then some. So I was like, well, it's literally like...
I don't...
So you're going to do this forever?
Hey, I don't know.
I mean, you know what? Let me not shit on your dreams. If you want to
one way, no, I'm glad it's
Listen.
helping you with your balance. I'm glad because he crash diets left and right.
See, that's what you gotta fix.
Yeah,
you gotta move towards like nutrition based eating and not. Weight Watchers just has you count points and bullshit.
Yeah, and it's great because I don't have willpower. I also don't have self control.
Okay,
and I also like cake a lot.
Yeah. So they tell you, you can have.
I can have cake. I just can't have a lot.
Oh right, Oprah says she loves chips. Yeah, and now she gets to eat them.
Exactly. She loves bread.
Okay.
I too love bread.
All right. Well, you know what? If you like it, I love it. How long you been doing it?
I've been on it for like a week and a half now.
Do you
go to the meetings?
Do you really think you're fat or something?
Yes, he does.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Well, I leave gay niggas alone with that. They on another level with that shit.
Yeah.
They on another level with that shit.
Look at my fupa.
Look at me. I'm so chunky. I'm so big. Meanwhile, it's like, nigga, big where?
Right.
You're like tall as shit.
Right.
I know, but
you're just a big nigga.
I don't want to be a big nigga.
No, you're like an Amazon. You're like an Amazonian nigga.
And if you were too thin, niggas would be saying you was sick.
Yeah. Self-included.
Be like, nigga, you got that real estate?
No.
You moved to Virginia?
No.
Oh, God.
Problematic.
Say somebody put the problematic light on because here this bitch go.
No. I just want to look a certain way. I want to be TV ready.
Okay.
That is what I want to be.
That's understandable because the camera definitely does add pounds.
Yeah.
It does.
So I want to be TV ready.
Well, shout out to you on Wait. Do you go to the meetings?
No.
I was gonna say you go weigh in your socks in front of all them white women and shit.
I went to one meeting ever in my life. I did not weigh in. And I had left and I said, this is sad. I'm never coming back here.
No, and you know I'm not going. Do y'all watch This Is Us, right? I know you do.
Yeah. Oh God, I love This Is Us.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
It is so good.
I have never had a show that puts
They got me from the beginning.
Yeah.
Every episode.
It gets me most of the time, but not every episode.
Not every episode.
There's always one scene where I'd be like,
The very first episode, I was like, God damn it, they lost so. And then and then I was good up until
William died.
That fucked me.
No, I was good up until Kate brought out the urn for the football episode.
Oh, that hurt my heart.
Damn it. Then because I was like, why is she so weird about this? And I was like, oh shit. And then when William died, I wasn't good for like a few days.
Beth is the nuclear huckster.
Oh, I love Beth.
Care. Yeah,
I love Beth so much.
I love her so much.
If there's any writers who listen to us, if they want to like have Beth get a sideshow, like Beth's Hour of Power, I would be totally
Beth needs a
here
spinoff.
for
She needs a spinoff.
Beth needs her own show.
I want to see more of her
because she reels Randall in because Randall is
he be bugging.
He do.
It's because he was also
he does. But flashbacks to young Randall are what usually hurt my heart. Like seeing him deal with like racism. Oh God,
and
that
Kevin's
one when they
horrible.
were. Oh right, Kevin was shitty to him. But that one where they were at the pool and Kate felt bad. Kate felt bad because she was big and the kids were making fun of her. And then Randall just went over to the other black people because he was like, "Holy shit, like black people, right?
Oh Lord, niggas!"
And then here go Mandy Moore. I don't know why he came over here. Lady was like, "Bitch,
because he looks like us. He's happy to see us."
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
But just like knowing he's looking for his daddy, it just makes me mad thinking about his mama all them years. Oh, right. Answer his ad. Oh.
I was like, here comes this old meth head.
Talking about, I know I'm white or whatever. Your daddy was just real dark. Bitch.
And he knew. He was like, let's go.
I'm not right. Like, I'm not biracial.
Randall always has sense. He's just emotional. He just got to get his emotions. He needs some therapy.
He does need therapy, but
the work.
This Is Us is great.
It's wonderful.
I love that show.
Listen to us anywhere and everywhere you can stalk your exes.
Yeah.
And you could always find Crissle at The Read. Everybody listens to The Read, so it's fine.
Everyone doesn't.
Everybody does.
Everyone really doesn't.
Santana's mother.
Everybody does.
Santana's mother. Shut up. How crazy. Oh, wait, no, she told me that. She was like, I need to film a video.
Everybody
listens to The Read religiously.
That was so funny. What's up, Santana's mama?
Everybody does. My office listens to The Read. It's
okay. This I'm uncomfortable.
Okay. Now it's time for a break. Now it's time for Artist of the Week.
This week's Artist of the Week is Madison McFerrin. I saw Madison McFerrin a couple weeks ago with Fran and Dustin. She opened up for Napalm. She's Bobby McFerrin's daughter, which is a fun fact. Okay. Yeah, so she does a lot of the. She puts a loop of her own track of her own voice, doing little noises and snaps and things like that, and she sings to it a cappella. It's super cute, very woke black girl. Her brother is apparently a singer as well. So Madison McFerrin, you can check her out at madisonmcferrin.com. You can check her out on SoundCloud, on iTunes. You can check her out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Mad McFerrin. So definitely support Black art.
Support Black art.
Amen.
So this week we're not doing. Well, we never really do pop culture because fuck that.
No, but I do think that we need to address. We weren't here for the Gucci Mane wedding.
And we were not here for Mimi. Did you? Okay,
yes.
Finally. So let's talk about the Manes.
Open with that real quick, and then we'll get to it.
And I know, Crissle, you watched the Manes.
I did.
The Wobsters.
I watched the Wobsters.
I was VV disappointed, actually.
Yeah. BET.
Yeah.
I mean, the camera quality.
You had one job.
And y'all spent all this money,
all this money for you to have the camera quality of an iPhone 4S.
Yeah.
It just seemed really, I don't know.
It was stupid. You know, like it looked like a web series.
It should have been more wedding and reception and less randos and Carucci and that boy and like all that. It just
Carucci and that boy.
Who apparently is famous, and that's fine. But like, it was just, I thought it was going to be, you know, if it's 2 hours, I thought it was going to be an hour and change of like wedding stuff. And then like maybe some stuff leading up to it, behind the scenes, you know, wedding shout outs from guests. But that is not what
even
happened.
Yandy's fake wedding was better than this one.
Oh, it was.
It was really good, actually.
Who else had a good TV wedding? Lala and Carmelo.
Yeah, they had a
did.
good one. They had
Candy, Nene's second wedding.
Oh, Candy's dress though.
Well, it's Candy.
I did not care for Candy's dress at all.
It's Candy.
Remember that rooster hair in the first season?
She looked like the black Twitter bird.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was
and it's a whole series. I did not
Yeah,
know.
there's another episode on right now.
Reality show.
Right.
They wanted I've been hoodwinked.
I will say that
bamboozled.
when she tweeted in all caps that she does not have 3 kids in Jamaica, I screamed.
I did too. I said, why did you put the in Jamaica in there?
Because that's
what we think.
Everybody's like, she got 3 secret kids in Jamaica.
What she should have said was, I don't have any kids, but that might not be true. So maybe what she meant was, I don't have 3 kids in Jamaica. I have 3 kids in the Cayman Islands. Or I don't have 3 kids in Jamaica. I have 2 kids in Jamaica.
Right.
You know, the sentence was too specific.
It was very specific, but it was in all caps and it was very loud, and she wanted us to know.
She meant that shit.
Yeah.
She so this was a setup for her reality show, which I wanted more gooch.
Well, that's also
the
because
Gucci did not show up.
Well, that's also because you talked to him.
Neither did her smile.
Yeah.
I know. Baby, did you get your suit tailored?
Yeah. He talks to her like Juliette Lewis and the Other Sister.
What the hell?
You ever see the movie The Other Sister?
Have I?
With Diane Keaton and Juliette Lewis.
Oh, you love a white woman movie.
Doesn't he? He thinks he's Diane Keaton.
I was about to say, who's in it? Diane Keaton,
No, you
Meryl
never-
Streep,
no, you
Barbara
never seen it.
Streisand.
He's like, ooh, let's watch, what is it, Flowers in the Wind? Or what is the shit
Let's
called
watch
Madison
First Wives
Square?
Club.
What's the shit called? The Bridges of Madison Square.
It's Bridges of Madison County,
Bitch,
and
not
I don't watch
Bridges of
that.
Madison Square Garden. This hood right.
You like beaches?
Listen, I like Bette Midler.
Everybody likes beaches.
Right.
It
It's
was
like fried
great.
green tomatoes.
It was great. She was
Everybody
robbed.
likes fried green
Bet
tomatoes.
was robbed, and fuck Barbara Hershey. But
See, why do you even?
because she has every Lifetime movie from 1982 to 1994.
You blacks. You niggas. What was we talking about? Oh, yes, the
Man's
Gucci
wedding.
Man wedding.
So yes,
Right.
I was disappointed, and I thought it was going to be a thing, and I don't know, I feel away.
I did like the big ass sword they used to cut the cake. I wish that had been on
love that.
TV.
It was the sword of
It was the
Winterfell.
highlight.
Yes. On some the North remember
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. That was the hottest
highlight.
part of the wedding.
It was the
It
highlight.
was
The
Uncle
cake was
Benjamin's
cute, too.
sword.
It was. The cake was
The
cute
cake
too.
was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
So pretty. Oh my
The
god.
rumor is that it was done out of exposure. You know, this idea like you do the cake and you get some exposure. I mean, it was $75,000, but still.
What?
But they didn't like say who the baker was.
Nigga, that's a salary. No, they didn't.
What you mean exposure? So they didn't get paid for the cake, or BET paid for the cake?
I believe BET paid for it.
I was gonna say, ain't no way you would make that big ass cake for free,
No,
right?
never.
Although I did read about somebody being mad at Ashanti because she returned some Swarovski
and she had
bikini
like
and-
and she had like panty pudding in it.
yeah.
Come on, you can't return a bathing suit.
But they made it for free is the thing. The designer was like, you know, we loaned the bikini out for the shoot or whatever it was she was doing. And so she was supposed to give it back.
But she didn't clean it first?
Right. I'm like, okay, so that's
Girl, it just takes a little vinegar and baking
more than a
soda.
little disgusting. I
Yeah.
cannot imagine.
I don't think you can return stuff like that.
Well, it's
can
not,
you?
it's not like a retail thing. It's like we saw this piece. I'm assuming this is how it works for most things
Like
that
a
aren't like,
stylist type
right.
of
Nobody went
situation.
and pulled that out of Macy's, like.
Well, no, I get that, but I mean, like, if you wanted it back, I wouldn't. Like, why would you design a bikini for somebody that you would want back, if that makes sense. Especially if you know if it's going to be like
why you would do it for free, I don't know. But the thing is, if I did do it for free, then you definitely giving it back. Like, I'm not going to do it for you to take the pictures and you get to keep it.
Just clean it, though.
I don't understand. Right. I don't understand why you didn't put a panty liner. Well, maybe you couldn't.
Maybe there's something that could have been done.
Something, because that just sounds
I don't
nasty.
really know how women work there.
I wash my drawers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, right. If I had some sort of vaginal issue with in somebody's bikini,
Let's assume that she just got a little excited while she was dancing or something.
No, it's not. I think it was. You know what? I actually don't want to get into the details of that young man's Instagram post because it was a little gross.
I did not see it, and I will not watch it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't put like a picture of it. Oh God,
I read about it on Fameless. Which how do they get their information? I don't know. They're like the Fox News of the shade, like to shade room. I don't want to say Fox News. No, they are like the Al Jazeera because they have information that is actually true. And I'd be like, who the fuck? How did you find this out?
Pudding. That is such a gross phrase.
Like, they're the Al Jazeera to the Shade Room CNN.
I don't read any of the blogs. I wait for Kid Fury to tell me what happened.
Me too.
Most of the time, me too. I usually do that. However, Dustin...
I'm like, oh, nigga, and then what happened?
Yeah, I do. But then I'll usually wait until y'all show come out, but then Dustin will be like, did you see this on Fameless? I'm like, damn, now I gotta watch. Or God, I gotta read.
Dustin, but he knows how to suck niggas in.
I know.
He does.
Damn.
He knows how to suck niggas in good.
But did you watch Leah Remini?
You know I did.
Yeah.
Y'all in that damn Leah Remini show.
But this was the episode Mimi Faust was on. That's what the Gucci Mane wedding looked like. It looked like a Nollywood video, like a Nollywood movie.
All right.
That is rude.
How?
It was rude because Nollywood movies are entertaining.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to Nollywood.
Yeah,
don't do.
They
Nollywood.
Are entertaining. It didn't have the story. Did you ever watch
the movie, the Beyonce versus Rihanna movie on Nollywood?
I saw the cover.
It's on YouTube, nigga. It's 4 hours. It is
4 hours.
I've only been able to make it through 1 hour.
I watched
but
Nollywood
everything is hilarious.
I will not watch nothing 4 hours long on YouTube.
Only in the braid shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have nothing else to do.
And the braid shop when you literally are
with
sitting
them
there.
it'd be like a series, like 13 episodes of Life with a Billionaire, and it's like this nigga got his wallet stolen, and then he came up because then he found a wallet off of some rude nigga. Like it's
oh no,
it's
no Nollywood movies are lit, but they're literally as long as slavery. But
why would you go over there?
But
I told you she is my sister. I do not care. I will fuck her.
Make me jollof.
Yikes.
But this episode of Leah Remini's Scientology, The Aftermath, featured
Mimi Faust.
Olurimi
Faust.
Oh no, it's Olumimi Faust. Now,
not Olumimi.
I always thought she was African or something, but she's not.
Me too.
So her mama was named Gloria Eva, her child's name.
Ernestine or something.
Gloria Eva Simmons. So her mama was one of those people who were just like religion hoppers who were always in search of truth and enlightenment or something.
Okay.
Yeah, she was crazy. And so she joined some African mysticism group
and changed her name
to like an African name, just like you know how Hotep niggas changed their name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to like Rashid.
Or they just Google African names.
Rasul.
Find the one that feels
Muhammad.
Right. Yeah, Rasul Shahid.
But then you find out he was born like Dexter Jenkins.
Yeah.
Not Dexter.
No, that's the thing. Most Philly niggas.
So where did Olumimi come from?
That's her mom.
Her mama named her Olumimi.
Yeah. While she was in this African mysticism religion.
So then she hopped on over to Scientology.
Mm-hmm, because she met a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a nigga. Because that's how Leah Remini got into it. Because her mama was married a nigga who was just like, I'm in this thing.
Yeah.
You should join.
I'm in this thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm in this thing.
No further details.
You should
just come check it out.
Yeah, check it out. They get you with that
stress. And then people bring you cake and shit. And
yeah, they give you a stress test.
Yeah, and it's lit.
So I felt bad for Mimi.
I did too.
Because it was like she
ever.
Same. Because I was like, I understood, and she acknowledged her wrongdoings in her life because she didn't have a mother.
Yeah, and she really didn't have a mother.
She abandoned her at 13.
Oh no,
the critical age.
I looked for
and
love
technically
in the wrong places. Makes sense.
That explains a lot about
Mimi. Because they joined Scientology when she was 8, and then her mother joined the Sea Org, which is that organization where you will essentially abandon your kids, like Drea,
and then send her to like a Scientology boarding school.
Right.
Shut up. Drea only temporarily abandoned her son. She was coming right back.
I know. She was like, "Here's your noodles. I'm gonna put on Disney Channel,
it's not her
and
fault
mommy
that
will
nigga
be
tried
right
to cook
back."
Hot Pockets.
Totino's
mommy
pizza rolls.
He was hungry.
I wanted some bagel bites. That's all I wanted.
But
in a Pop-Tart.
So literally, Mimi ran away.
Yeah.
She ran away and went to her homegirl's house.
She was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, at 30,
Not surprised.
at 13, and just lived with a friend.
Yeah.
And then
raised herself.
Yeah, and raised herself.
Damn, her dad wasn't around.
No.
Nah.
Damn.
And then her siblings were older, so like one was away at college, and the other one was just kind of like doing her own thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was just
So
her.
she was just kind of out there, which makes sense. So I did feel very bad for her.
And like I said, at the end of her like segment,
I mean, older or not, if something had happened when my brother was 13 and all of a sudden he didn't have no parents, I would have came and got him.
Yeah, same.
That's my brother.
Same.
I don't really get it, but okay.
I
Everybody's
understand.
family is different.
and it's not like he went far away to college. He went to like Georgia Tech, and they lived in Atlanta.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it was
The
like
thing is, I
around
know
the
some
corner.
families though where like the parents are kind of crazy and the other siblings
yeah.
sometimes tend to just veer as far away as they can, and that's their way of coping with it. And so even if it means like I can't even really deal with the younger ones, I just got to live my life. It might have been like that, but she was just out here.
Right. I mean, that explains a lot about
guidance.
Mimi.
yeah. She says it too.
That
She says she was like,
Yeah.
she was like, that explains a lot of things in my past that
And she
I'm
does
not proud
say
of.
names. She was like very professional in her
Well,
interview.
you don't have to. There's only one reason why we know who you are.
Exactly.
So that's fine. I'm sorry to hear that she has like some kind of past history of trauma and fucked up shit. So she was still like into the Scientology when she was a teenager, or
No, she never joined.
No, she
She
never.
ran away. And then so there would be times where her mother would contact her, and then they would try to trap her.
Bitch, don't call me.
She would try to trap her. Like they trapped her in this room to get her to sign this billion-year contract.
Of course.
Because they love
For
the
like
billion
no
years.
money.
Right. And she was like, "I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm
And
not
she kicked
signing
and
that."
screamed, and they finally let her go.
And they escorted her out like a person who just got laid off and is getting ready to come
And
back
then
to
when
show
her
up.
mother had stage 4 cancer, and so when she was on her deathbed, she couldn't be alone with her mother. They had a Scientology nurse, in quotes, there with her at all times.
Yep, like she had like
supervising. Yeah, as a Scientologist.
It's amazing to me that she still even wanted to see her mom after she left her like that.
That's
at
what
13.
she said that too. She was like, but she's my mom.
Oh, wait, that's some shit to deal with right there.
It was a heavy episode.
Shout out to therapy.
Right.
And I think she needs to go.
Oh, she hasn't?
I
mean, I don't really think so.
Mimi Faust, girl, you got to. I got a talk space code if you need it. You got to talk to somebody.
So do we.
sis.
Yeah.
You can do the read
right.
or
We all got a
READ
talk space
or
code.
GOWN. Either one.
Yeah.
It's all shared. We're
Something.
celebrating Thanksgiving together.
Yeah.
You need to talk to somebody about that because that's not no small shit to just be like, oh, okay, well, time to move on. Like, girl, you need to process that hurt.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So that was Leah Remini. That was Mimi's episode.
Yeah, that was heavy. Is there anything else we need to address that happened on TV?
Nope, because
Or
I
in
don't
the
feel like
world.
talking about that orange nigga. I don't want to talk about him.
I don't feel like.
And that poor widow.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yes, we do. One thing that we have to talk about him.
I shall not. I'm so
We
tired
could
of
talk
Trump.
about his wife's stunt double.
Michael
I
Jackson.
still believe it. I still
Michael
believe
Jackson.
It was Willem Dafoe.
I think that
It was Janet. I mean, no, I'm
What?
sorry, LaToya.
Yeah, like
That's who I
that. That I had the ultimate cackle. I was like, wait a minute.
That's so
wait a minute.
crazy.
I was like, Bumbaclot. Like, what is going on?
Melania says she not doing that first lady shit. Don't call
She
her.
was laid up with her nigga. She was laid
Yeah.
up with her nigga.
The Tiffany's nigga.
Yeah.
Who was actually very handsome.
Oh, what
Yeah,
what does he do? Clean the bathrooms? What does he
No, he's the head of security at Tiffany's.
do? Of course he is. So
But there's a
she's-
Tiffany's in that Trump Tower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's
she's
why.
with so she was fucking with loss prevention and she didn't have time to appear.
That's exactly what security is.
Exactly
At Tiffany's. Loss prevention.
Loss prevention. I know. Like, I fucked with a loss prevention nigga when I was like 16. You know what I'm saying? Right,
Yeah.
exactly. I worked in the supermarket. The nigga worked in loss prevention. Like, it was what it was.
It's always a nigga in loss prevention.
Always a nigga in the LP.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't doing nothing.
At all
Not
right now.
sitting around in Tim's
I
all
guarantee
day.
you 1/3 of the niggas that I talk to are not doing a single thing right now.
They be the main ones stealing.
Right?
Talking about they got $20 CD players. You'll be like, don't you work at Best Buy? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to ask this question.
You want an iPod? Yes, I
Yes,
do. I'm not
nigga.
going to ask how you got this.
School spirit, motherfucker. Alpha step.
Today,
Omega
we are
step,
talking about school.
Kappa step,
Yeah.
Sigma step,
I live for school.
gangsters
We are all a bunch of nerds here.
Oh, no. I'm not.
Girl.
You are
not a
currently
nerd.
reading the Harry Potter series.
That is
Yeah.
not a nerd thing to do. Harry Potter is for nerds? Really?
Yes.
As many people done read that damn book.
Yes.
They're nerds too.
I haven't started though. I've finished all of them except the last one because I'm really upset over Dumbledore dying.
You also binged Game of Thrones in like a weekend.
That's
Nerd
because
sis.
I didn't have nothing else to do.
That is the nerdiest shit ever.
It took me a few weeks to get through Game
You're
of
not a
Thrones.
trendy nerd.
But
You're
I
just
watched
an
it
actual
nonstop.
nerd.
Oh, okay, girl.
Man,
Well, I don't
that's fine.
think so, but sure.
You don't wear
Okay.
glasses for fashion
No, I can't see.
at all.
I don't have
So we're talking. So the following.
Blind as a rat. Shut up. I am too.
I know.
So I'm gonna ask everybody random questions about school, and it spans through K through 12 only. Okay.
Okay.
So no college because that's a whole nother ballgame.
True.
Yeah.
So who was everybody's favorite teacher?
Favorite teacher.
Yes, favorite teacher.
Favorite teacher ever.
For some reason, the people who like got on my nerves but pushed me the most are the ones that always jump to mind, and not necessarily the ones that I just liked
Yeah.
the most. I had a Miss Lily in 5th grade who got on my nerves. I wanted to slap the shit out that bitch because she just was so fucking annoying. But she was always like, I know you can do better. I know you this, and
'Cause
you're
she
so
knows.
smart and blah, blah, blah. And I would be like, bitch, leave me alone. Like, let me
wanna
chill
do
like
this with
everybody else, right? So I don't know if she was my favorite, but probably one of the most influential teachers.
Mine might have been Miss Wheeler, 8th grade. She was my English teacher. And she was a black mom, and she was hard on me too. But she was cool. I remember the one time this girl named Rachel dropped these condoms in front of me.
In 8th grade?
Girl, she was walking directly in front of me, and she was trying to get me, so she dropped these condoms on the floor. And I had this aggravating ass algebra teacher who was next door to Miss Wheeler, and he was German. And he goes, Jade, you dropped something. And it was this pack of condoms on the floor.
Was that your German accent?
Yeah, that was what
It sounds just like your Jamaican accent.
Gutenheimen.
She said Gutenheimen.
Gutenberg. Frankenfelter.
So did you pick up your condom?
I did not, because they were not mine. I was not sexually active in the 8th grade or anywhere in my K through 12.
Me either.
I was not, and I did not pressure. Is that another question? We just go all into all kinds of
I
stuff.
did not. Go ahead.
Well, anyway, Miss Wheeler called me into her room and she was like, "What were you doing?" And I was like, "Those were not mine." I was like, Rachel dropped those on the floor. She's like, "Those better not be yours." But yeah, Miss Wheeler was hard on me. She would not give me work for the 8th grade. Because I was in GT classes. So she definitely pushed me for sure. She's probably my favorite teacher. Who's yours?
I had a bunch. I love mostly all my teachers, but I probably will go with
Maybe Dr. Simcoe. She was fun.
I probably will say Mr. Carpenter. Mr. Carpenter was my English teacher, my 9th grade English teacher, who was also my mother's English teacher.
I did love my 9th grade English
teacher.
Oh,
wow. How cute is that?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Mr. Carpenter inspired my love for TV writing.
Oh.
So he was... When he shaded me, he was like, you're not necessarily good at prose, but you're really imaginative. And I was like, he was like, have you ever thought of creative writing? I was like, you sure? And so, yeah, that's how I got it. But yeah, Mr. Carpenter was really cool. He passed not too long after I graduated high school. But it was just interesting because a lot of the teachers I had in high school were my mother's. We graduated from the same school.
Oh, yeah, me and my mama did, too. Yeah. But totally different teachers.
Yeah, I wouldn't say not all of them, but, like, there was some of the old heads, that were, like, department heads and, like, movers and shakers at school. Same teachers. No. But, yeah, Mr.
Me and
Carpenter
my mama graduated 30 years apart.
Yeah, my mother was 76 and I was 2004, so it was, like, I don't know how many years was that.
Old.
Yeah, y'all's teachers. What was they had a pension or something? It was like, bitch. We're just gonna stay right here.
Came back and talk for fun.
Oh no, it's only because in California, when you become a teacher, you get loan forgiveness on your mortgage. So like, and they help you. So yeah, they help you buy homes. Yeah. So they were just kind of like,
yeah. Damn, I'm about to move to California.
I bet they don't do that no more.
Yeah, they still do actually.
What?
Yeah.
Who can afford a house on a teacher's salary, though?
That's not anymore, which is why a lot of them live out in the outskirts of the Bay. But that's why a lot of them were just staying, and they love teaching, and they love the school. So, who was the teacher that you hated?
Ooh. Well, God, where do we even start?
So right. Ooh, but Mr. Mr. Glassell, the one who I just imitated, Glassl. They would take the G and the L off his name when he put it up on the board. But
so it'd be like Mr. Gas?
Mr. Ass.
Oh.
And he was German and he hated me from the very first day. I didn't do nothing. I minded my business. And I was sitting there and I would be chilling. And the first day, because I told y'all I was in the GT classes, so I ended up in the classes with a bunch of the white kids. And they were bad and they were smart.
Gifted and talented. I just had to realize what GT meant.
Yeah.
Got it.
So they were like smart mouth little assholes. And he's handed out like a supply sheet. So he was like, bring this for class and this and this. It was an algebra class. And he was like, and bring colored pencils. And he spelled it the European way with the U. Uh-huh. So they start going at him like, oh, I don't want a teacher who can't spell, blah, 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 blah. Like being little assholes. So I spoke up and I was like, y'all are idiots because that's the European way. He didn't spell it wrong. I was like, that's how they spell it over there.
Right.
He turns to me and says, don't talk out of turn in my class.
Fuck you, nigga.
Wasn't I defending you?
I was like, I just defended your short ass. See, I'm not. For the rest of the year, you're my enemy. And dead ass, we were enemies. So one day he got really mad at me, really, really mad at me in class and threw a book at me.
Oh, hell no.
And we had the desks that were connected to the... No, I wasn't smart enough to think that way in the 8th grade.
What, did you fire him?
Mm-hmm.
There was a desk. The desks were connected to the chairs with a basket at the bottom. They were all one piece.
Oh, yeah.
He hurled that book at me, and all I know is the strength of Samson came in me, and I stood up and hurled that desk unit at the chalkboard.
So it was like in Moonlight where Chiron cracked that nigga with the chair.
Was done.
Yeah. I was finished. I was so tired of that man picking on me. I picked that desk up and threw it right at his head. He missed. It missed. It hit the board. But that ended up being a thing.
Before social media.
It was before social media. It was before, like, white people always been lawsuit happy, but in the 90s, people were like a lot more.
A teacher throwing a book at a student, though.
Right.
So they wanted to fire him and they wanted to expel me. And so in the efforts of not getting me completely expelled from school, they
wow.
Yeah, it was like
Did
a
they fire him?
thing. They didn't fire him.
Wow.
But you didn't get expelled.
I didn't get expelled either. So,
but you were just a teenager. Nah, you know what? Hindsight.
Right.
I
knew what I was doing. Like, I was trying to kill that man.
Well, he threatened you.
Dead ass. I was defending the shit out of myself. And my father came up in class.
Oh my God. My daddy did the same thing.
Girl, but my dad dressed in basketball shorts every day. And t-shirts and fitteds. And he came in my class. And it was worse because I had a German teacher, and I don't think he meant it as such, but he came in and he was like, I don't care if you run your class like a concentration camp. I was like, you can't say that.
I see where you get your problematic nature from.
But he was like, I don't care. Like, you can be rigid, you can do whatever you want, but you do anything to touch my daughter again, and it's going to be me and you.
Yeah.
And he turned around and walked out the class. Like, there was no other exchange. He just left. And so, yeah, that was my least favorite teacher ever. Mr. Glass.
Mine was Mr. Standridge in 8th grade. He was the social studies teacher, and he was just real racist and lazy. And I was in the GT classes too, so I was the only black kid in these classes. I was already at a majority white school. And then make it worse, I didn't even go to class with the other black kids. So it was like I literally only saw them niggas at lunch and on the playground and all that. So it was just like middle school was really rough. And one day these kids were going on and on about police brutality, and if black people don't want to get assaulted by the police, then maybe they should stop breaking the law and being criminals and all this. Like, this is a conversation. Yes. Other kids are just saying this shit, and I'm sitting here getting more and more angry. I'm the only black person in the whole room. I was so upset, and finally I just got up and I yelled at him. I was like, you just gonna sit there and let them talk like this and be racist? And he just shrugged, like, it is what it is.
Because he felt the same way.
And I said, you know what? I'm going to call my daddy. And I walked right out that room. I was always the good type because my mama was a teacher. So I never, respect for teachers in the classroom was always a big thing in my household. So for me to walk out of a teacher's classroom without permission was just like a cardinal sin.
Deal.
It was huge. But I went down to the principal's office and called my daddy, and he came straight up to that school, and they kicked me out of the room. Wow.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
My daddy and Mr. Standridge and the principal talked. And when they got out, he was like, you're going to a different class for social studies now. That man is not your teacher anymore.
Good.
And if I have to come back up here, I'm putting my foot up his ass.
I know that's right.
Well, Daddy, you do what you have to do.
Because I'm here for it.
Because I know this is fucked up. So fuck him. He probably did somewhere. So.
Oh.
What about you? XD.
Probably Mrs. Rice, my first grade teacher.
You hate a first grade teacher.
First grade? What do you niggas even do but color and sleep?
Teacher, but no, my fourth grade teacher.
No, Mrs. Rice, she was such a bitch, and she was old.
Oh, she hated kids.
So she hated children already. So like she was literally, she looked like Sophia Petrillo. Yeah. And was like the same age. I don't know, like had the same like white hair. Like she was old as shit.
Like Barbara Bush.
Yeah. And then like she was just really just mean and just over it. Like I don't think she was intentionally mean, but she was just old. And like was just like, fuck. But then when I got older, when I was in the 4th grade, my cousin started coming to my school, and he was supposed to be in the second grade, but they put him back in the first grade. Long story. And he ended up having Mrs. Rice too. And, like, she hated my cousin Donnell, like, hated him. But for whatever reason, she would find me and pull me out of my fourth grade class, out of Miss Shropshire's class, to go talk to my cousin. And I'd be like, bitch, that has nothing to do with me. Like, I am not a social worker. Like, I am 10. Right, not yet. I guess that was foreshadowing. I was like, bitch, I am 10. Like, what does that have to do with me?
Right. Girl, you
God, you need to get him. For what?
Get him to do what?
To do what?
Building for the grown-ups in here. Y'all need to get him.
Right. You want me to take my 2-foot
But then I also realized why they didn't want to call other adults, because that resulted in them calling my grandmother. And so that resulted in them getting everybody cursed out.
Oh, because his grandmother.
Oh, yeah, no, she... Yeah,
she sounds like a gem.
Yeah,
she says that niggas are only we're only one vote away.
One vote away from the auction block.
I mean, she's not lying.
She's not.
My grandmother's from Bartersville.
Oh yeah, shout out to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't know.
That explains a lot. My grandma was one of the cafeteria ladies at my elementary school. At my first elementary school, when we first moved to Oklahoma from Louisiana, she was one of the cafeteria ladies there. And then at my next one, my mama was the speech pathologist, so I didn't get the chance to show out in elementary school like everybody else did.
And the crazy thing is, my grandmother used to work at that school as the lunch lady, and then when she retired, so it was just kind of like she knew Mrs. Rice, so she was like, if that bitch called me, it's going to be a problem.
Oh, so Mrs. Rice, they had beef.
Yeah.
I like it.
She hated it.
Yeah.
So. But Mrs. Rice, she was just old and cantankerous, and that was her only. I've never really had an issue. I've only had an issue with like one teacher, really, Mr. O'Hara. He called me a sissy, so I was like, I beg your pardon. I walked right out with one finger.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. I was like, oh, right. And I had Avid. Shout out to Avid. Everybody who was in Avid. Advancement via individual determination.
I think that's
it's a program.
Thing.
Yeah. And then so I went to my Avid counselor, and I got my class switched that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amen.
They should have fired him, calling you a sissy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a lawsuit.
He doesn't work at the school anymore. He's unemployed. So
I wonder why.
Yeah, well,
you're probably not the last person he called a sissy. Did y'all ever have a fight in school? What's the worst fight you ever had?
I had one fight.
You are so ratchet, because when I asked somebody these questions today, they're like, are you going to be ratchet? And I was like, I don't know. Give me the questions. He was like, well, what's the best fight you've seen at school? I was like, hey, I'll put it on.
Have you been in a fight in school?
No, but I have. That's a lie. No, I've had one fight at school. It was kind of it was kind of bad.
What happened?
How, right?
It's funny now. Okay, so I used to have this friend named Jafet, right?
All
Jafet.
Right.
So Jafet had
Jafet liked to get it poppin'.
Yeah, so Jafet had this girl.
Like it too.
So Jafet had this girlfriend named Naomi, which is so interesting because now Naomi is my mother's banker at Bank of America. But
she's Tasha.
Yeah. So anyway, Jafet was thought that Naomi liked me and that I was trying to be her boyfriend, and I was like, LOL, that's not happening. Because I knew I
fought you over Naomi.
Yeah. Right. Well, he tried to fight me, but then I didn't really know how to fight growing up because I didn't really have male figures because hello black. So so my cousin always was like, just go for the kneecap. So I went for Jafet's kneecaps and I pushed, and then I started pushing his face in the weeds that are prickly and scratch you and stuff. So yeah, his face was bloody. So
damn.
Yeah.
What grade was this?
5th.
Did you ever get any fights in school?
Yeah, I had one little, not even a real fight, but similar situation, just way older. I was in 11th grade, I think, and I had this little boyfriend, and his ex-girlfriend was in her feelings. I guess because I was cuter than she. I don't really know what her issue was.
That's probably what it was.
She came up to me talking all loud and crazy in the hallways, and I was like, well, listen, sis, one thing I'm not finna do is sit here and entertain this, right? No. And so before she turned and walked off, she pushed me, and I was like, oh, so this bitch wants to fight. So, I just dropped my backpack. Even though I'm not the fighting type at all, if you put your hands on me, it's time.
Yeah.
And my play cousin held me back. Literally, my play cousin Brandon was like, I don't know what you think you about to do, but you better pick your shit up and go to class, girl. Like, you are not finna be a fighter. I was so pissed.
The worst fight I saw, though, was in high school.
I saw a nigga get his head slammed through the trophy case.
Me too. I saw him slam through a locker. It was on some Dangerous Mind shit. I was like, ooh, they had to call, like, the real police and everything.
Yeah.
I think his name was Jamal. Oh, he was so bad. Jamal was so... He died.
You were a part...
Not long after we graduated. He got kicked out of school that day, though.
So...
You were involved in a fight like that.
How many fights, Jay?
Yeah.
See, this bitch.
No, I wasn't a fighter because I didn't have a lot of beef with people in school. Like, I don't fight with
me
people.
either, yeah.
But if you cross me,
right?
I think it's a Virgo thing, but
because I really do leave. I leave people alone.
I leave people alone. I don't instigate. I don't try to start anything with anybody.
Deep down,
I
don't care.
No, at all.
But when you
unless you fuck with me,
right?
So
that's really it.
I had a fight in 8th grade. The worst fights I had were 8th grade, 9th grade. Those were the two worst. Those are the two worst fights I had. Because, 8th grade was, I don't know if I told this story before, it was a girl named Felsha.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told that story.
We know about Felsha.
So Felsha got her knees cracked by my little sister.
Right.
And I fought her too. So it was just like, Felsha just got fucked up. And then... Fuck the Felsha. And she had red hair in the 8th grade, so you already knew what time it was.
Right.
I was always stunned when people's mamas would let them do that.
I fought Felsha in front of my mother. Like, after we fought, we got sent down to the office. We're sitting in the office, and my mother was around because she just knew that the fight was getting ready to go down. And Felsha kept talking shit in the office, and I was like, yo, do I need to whoop your ass in front of my mother? And that's what it ended up being. Like, I ended up fighting her in front of my mom again in the office. But
just pure
the
nigga.
Worst fight I ever had, as you speak about lockers and police, was a white girl in the 9th grade named Heather.
Oh, my God.
So, this
I bet she's a Republican now.
She was a Republican then. I was in a brand new school, brand new area.
Please bleep out her last name.
No, don't do it.
Okay.
Don't Heather.
And I feel like you should delete that.
Yeah.
I feel like you should beep that.
Okay. Why? There's a whole bunch of them. I'm sure.
Well, there are. But you're about to tell a very specific story.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, bleep out the Heather.
Yeah. No, bitch, bleep out the.
I like to say. So
just start your story over without the last name.
All right, it was this white bitch named Heather. I was in a new school. It was a new area, and I was in science class. So because it was GT, we were mixed up 9th and 10th grade. So she was a sophomore, and she would pick on me all year. She was always running her mouth, and I'm not worried about what this. Like, you ain't about to do nothing, so I'm just going about my business. I was obsessed with Eminem when I was in the 9th grade.
I had a thing when Eminem came out. I was like, this is the angry shit.
I was a stan. Yeah,
I loved it.
Nigga had folders and pens.
I was
t-shirts.
like, ooh, this man's a genius. Y'all just don't get it.
A genius. Okay, that was the only white person I stand
You couldn't tell me nothing about Marshall Mathers.
Sis, Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP,
yes.
Eminem show, like
girl,
all of that. That was my shit, right? So. This girl kept talking shit all year. This is like almost like towards the end of the year. So I got up one day. I went to go sharpen my pencil. And she said something to me. I turned around and I was like, yo, I'm going to stab you in the neck with my pencil.
Oh, God.
Like, I'm sick of your mouth. And she kept going and she was like, fuck you, bitch. And I went to go lunge at her. And the teacher, Mr. Seawright, grabbed her and was like, I know. He was a big old thing. He grabbed her and then he was like, get out of my class. Like to her, not to me.
Yeah.
And she's like, she threatened me. He was like, you've been running your mouth all year. Get out of my class.
Yes, Mr. Seawright was fed up.
Oh, he was fed up. He was happy. I know he had a little smirk because Mr. Seawright had like a little sinister sense of humor. So she gets to the doorway and she turns to me and she was like, fuck you, bitch. And I was like, bet.
Cool.
Bet.
Heard you.
So left class, went up to her locker as soon as it was over. You know how you got to meet at the locker. So I went up to her locker and I was like, I'm going to give you one opportunity to apologize. Because my father said somebody cussing me out is the same thing as them hitting me.
Well.
So she was like, fuck you, bitch. I said, all right, cool. I took my backpack off. I know I smacked that girl into at least 12 lockers like a row of fucking dominoes.
I can't believe a white girl was talking big shit like that.
Big. Oh, she had a fat face, but like she wasn't fat. She was just aggravating. She looked like a Cabbage Patch doll. She was a cheerleader. She was just mad aggravating. By the time I came to, there was
right when you came back.
And
to
when
reality,
I woke up,
because all I know is after the second, and after I took the backpack off, I remember grabbing her hair and swiping her into a row of lockers.
Yes.
By the time I came to, 7 people were pulling me off of her, and one of them was a football player, and one was a police officer.
Damn.
I was trying to take this girl to meet her king.
Yeah, you was trying to kill her.
I was trying to kill, and that's why I didn't like to fight.
Right.
Like I'm not a I'm not a
Like,
fighter,
I
but
will
I'm a
kill
fighter.
you.
I will kill you. Though.
I try to avoid getting angry like that because I know once I really let go, I might do something I'm gonna regret.
It's been 2 people in my life who I've woken up and the police have. It's been her and one of my grandparents' foster kids. Woo, baby! But anyway,
don't do that, Jade.
Oh, Sharkeisha! Oh my God, Sharkeisha! Hold on, no, Sharkeisha, no! Don't kick her, Sharkeisha.
no, she was like 15, and I was like 17.
I pulled a knife on my brother once. I was like, "You have irritated me to the point of no return." I swear to God, you say one more thing, and I'm gonna put this through your chest. Oh, I was so pissed.
That's my sister.
I had to really
broke
think.
into the bathroom with a knife one time and beat me over the knee with a rolling pin.
Damn!
Yo, my sister's a psycho, son. It's crazy. Dead ass. We got in a fight, and then she came. She was like, "Oh, all right, bet." I went to the bathroom. She waits. She's like real sneaky like that.
Yeah.
She waits. I go to the bathroom, lock the door because I don't trust her. She picks the lock with a butter knife, comes in.
Yeah.
The most vulnerable position I've said this.
Oh my God.
Sitting on the toilet. This bitch takes a wooden rolling pin and says, "Pop!" over my knees.
Hell no.
The scream I let. I don't think I let that out until I gave birth to Noah again.
Wow.
Oh my God.
She turned your Harding Jew.
She's crazy. Yes, she did.
really
right
did.
across the
Yes, she
kneecaps.
did.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what her motives were, but
Father.
what's next?
Well, we have to take a break first.
Okay.
So we'll be back. And we're back. So what was your embarrassing moment in school?
I didn't.
There has to be one. Jay, do you want to start?
No.
Yes, you do.
I'm having a hard time thinking of one because
I have one.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't embarrass easy, or I don't know. I feel like compared to most people, feel like I had a pretty easy school experience. Like
That's a Virgo thing. We don't embarrass. Nah, nigga, I peed on myself in 7th grade.
Oh, bitch.
But in my defense, something was wrong and I had to go to the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got like a catheter and stuff, but all I know is I was like walking. We were in art class. I had one of them, you know, where you do the clay shit and then they put it in the fire and you get it back, you paint it and it's all glossy.
Oh, yeah.
We did that and I'm walking with mine and all of a sudden I stopped and I looked down and I was peeing on myself and I was like,
wow, I would have died.
oh my God, I had to go get a catheter. It was crazy. But
Yeah.
it was, yes, I peed on myself in the 7th grade.
I think all the really horrible things I must have blocked out because I just don't. I don't really have that many. It was one time in like 7th or 8th grade, and these kids were like so popular. I don't know why, because they were just regular ass kids. But instead of being made out of canvas, they had some kind of I don't know if they were not really plastic, but something where you could just wipe them off and they would be clean again. Mm-hmm. And I was obsessed with those shoes. So I remember one day I had on like a purple and white polka dotted top and some white shorts and these white kids, which was just like one of my favorite outfits. I thought I was so styling in that shit. You could not tell me nothing in that outfit. And I had like a little half colored gloss type of thing in my backpack. And so I decided to color on my shoes with it because I knew I could just wipe it off. So I colored on my shoes with this little lip gloss stick thing, you know, feeling extra jazzy and all that. Go outside for recess, and of course I'm running around and all this stuff. And at some point I kicked up and got the little lipstick stuff on my shorts. And because it was like a faint pink kind of color, people thought I had my period on these white shorts. Oh, no. And so everybody was like, you need to go to the bathroom. You need to check yourself. This for the rest of the day. And I was like, it's not my period. It's lipstick. I felt so fucking stupid because it was just like, why would you do that anyway, right? I was a strange kid. I used to cut holes in my clothes. I don't know what was wrong with me.
You were white.
Right? I would snip at my hair in class. I would just cut off the ends of my hair.
That sounds like a real Crissle thing to do.
Yeah, it really does.
I feel like Crissle will cut her hair now at the table.
I mean, y'all lucky I have not cut it.
Sis,
y'all lucky because you know how I like to just be like, you know what?
Like, it'll grow back.
Yeah, because it will.
We can legit be sitting there probably playing cards and she'll go get some scissors.
You know, it's time for a change.
Yeah.
It's time. I'm going to Felicity myself.
Yeah.
Wow, you're old, bitch.
Yeah.
You're old for knowing that I'm old, bitch.
Felicity, bitch.
That was my show.
What was her name? Carrie
Russell.
She's
on the
Carrie
Americans
Hustle.
now.
Oh, she acts.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
She still acts.
Yeah, the Americans is an amazing show, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you would.
Well, you know,
it.
you love a white woman show.
Well, no, it's about espionage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
Russians, actually.
Yeah, what's your most embarrassing moment?
I wasn't really embarrassed. I didn't make
my most embarrassing moment never happened at school. It happened at home.
Well, then that's not what we talking about.
Well, it was because of something that happened at school.
Okay.
So when I was in high school trying to figure, this gay shit out, I had a friend named Robert who I just recently reconnected with after 13 years, I guess. So he was like, oh my God, hey, I got this porn. You want to watch it? I was like, no, that's gay. What the fuck? Yeah. And he was like, no, you should watch it. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll watch it, because I was in denial at this point, but not really.
Right, because you definitely still wanted to look at it.
Yeah, that's when I realized.
He's like, what in the butt?
Yeah, I was like, ooh. Yeah.
God bless him.
So I take it home and I watch it, and of course I'm aroused. It's great, fine. However, I fall asleep with it on.
No. Oh, no.
I know. So I wake up, my TV's off. I'm like, okay, well, fine. Whatever, it's no big deal. I usually have the sleep timer on.
Yeah.
You always been an old woman.
I put the sleep timer on my little TV too, because I would go to sleep.
Me too.
Watching videos back when MTV after a certain time they would
right, because I don't want to sleep.
Night.
I don't want to sleep with the TV on, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna have this on, so I know at some point I know how I am, because I always fall asleep with my glasses. I do this now. I fall asleep with my glasses. I'm like, it's just a thing. So I wake up the next day. I notice my laundry is in my room.
Oh, no.
I'm like, okay. So I look at the time, I had a TV VCR combo. Shout out to Panasonic.
Shout out to you having your own VCR.
Right?
Yeah. And I have my computer in my
Okay,
room.
hell no.
Ever.
Not
noticed-
ever.
I didn't even have a TV in my room.
Yeah. And then I'm an only child.
Okay.
And the tape was gone.
Oh.
And this was on a Sunday. So my grandmother went to her church and my mother went to her church because this is at the time where I wasn't really going to church. My mother allowed me to do the self-discovery thing.
Okay.
So,
not mine.
I know.
Nah.
So the tape was missing. So I'm looking all over the house for the tape. Where is this tape? Where is this tape? About an hour and a half of me freaking out. I happen to go in my mother's room and that tape is on her bed.
You had to know she'd seen
I
it though.
was
Why would
like-
it be out?
I don't know.
Lord.
So I'm still freaking out like, oh God, I'm going to have to explain this tape. I'm going to have to explain this tape. I'm going to explain this tape. So I'm like freaking out, yada, yada, yada. I call my best friend Jason and he was just like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm like fucked up, yada, yada. He was like, okay, I'm coming to get you. We're going to go out. It's fine. So then my grandmother comes home and she was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm not feeling well, And she was like, oh, did you eat? I'm like, no. So my mother comes home. I'm just like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. And she was like, hey. And I'm like,
that's the worst.
I'm like, hey. She was like, what's wrong? You don't look too good. I'm like, oh, I'm not. And she was like, okay. She was like, you should go lay down. I'm like, okay. And I was like, well, no, Jason is going to pick me up and we're going to go out. She's like, okay, you want some money? Yeah. She's like, okay, you take my card. I was like, the fuck is up with this? Like, my mother never tells me that. The only time she's ever given me her card was when I went back to school shopping. And even then, she was in the Great Mall with me.
Right.
So I'm like flipping. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? She does not address this ever.
To this day?
To this day.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, it was
and it was
embarrassing.
embarrassed. Yes. So I'm like, I'm still like, eventually we have the conversation. Now she knows, I'm big fat sissy and she listens to the show. but still, it's just one of those things like we've never talked about. And I was so embarrassed because it was just like, I think that the part of it was the fact that you won't fucking talk about it. And I was just like, oh God.
Ooh.
Nerve.
I can't imagine if my mama caught me watching a porno. What? I honestly cannot fathom that.
Even if it was like straight, I would flip out.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But like on the added part that it was gay, like, oh God, like,
I had a TV, but we didn't have cable. That was back when you could just plug your TV in and get ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox. Yep. And so I would change to, I would try to get to Cinemax or Skinemax.
Yes. It'd be
sometimes them scrambled channels would come in kind of halfway
like the
decent.
Spice Channel.
Yes, like Spice. I had a TV and a phone for no reason.
Porn on HBO.
Yeah. When niggas was fucking robots on Real Sex.
Real sex used to fuck me up, man. I was like,
weird.
yo, grown-ups are nasty.
I was like,
no,
this
they are
is
weird. They are weird.
That's probably why I wasn't pressed to have sex in high school.
Yeah,
Okay.
No,
They was like,
really-
you not? And I was like, no. I'm good. Y'all can wear the baby fat jackets. I'm cool.
Not baby fat.
I told you the story about my dad and the baby doll, right? The boyfriend. Did I tell you? Okay, so it was 6th grade, and this little ugly boy named Larry wanted to go with me, and I.
Oh, this is about my next question about your crushes in school.
Oh, it was not a crush.
But okay.
So Larry wanted to go with me. I was like tired of him badgering me, so I was like, "Fine, nigga, I'll go with you." Damn, like God, trying to avoid him in between classes and shit. So he writes me this letter after I agreed, and he was like, "Baby, I love you. I'm so happy you said you would go with me. Something, something. Your man, Larry."
Nah. Come on, yo, man.
He was short with a big head.
Yo, nigga.
So that's essentially what it was. Yeah. So I looked at it. I was disgusted. I really did not want to go with this nigga, and I threw it in the bottom of my bag. So the next morning, I'm getting ready and stuff, and I put my bag on the table, and I'm doing stuff. And my mom's like, "Why you got so much stuff in your bag?" And I was like, I don't know, lady. Like, I'll look at it later. I don't have time. So she was like, we need to clean some of this out. This is not good for your back. So
it's true.
She starts cleaning out my bag. And at the bottom of the bag is this note from Larry. And I'm like, fuck! Like, I don't even want to go with this nigga anyway. So she reads it. So she's like, I'm going to call your father. And I'm like, all right. So I go to school. This is in the morning. So I go to school all day long. I'm pissed off. Like, and I'm trying to avoid Larry. I finally see him. And I was like, I'm done with this. Like, you got me in trouble. I'm sick of you.
This is in the 6th grade?
6th grade. So I'm like, I just don't even want to talk. I'm like, I don't even like you anyway. Like, I was like, you got me in trouble. You sent me that stupid ass fucking letter. It's in the bottom of my bag. My mother found it. So so I get home that evening. My dad comes home and he's like, what's up? And I was like, what's up? I just go on about my evening. Like, I'm waiting for him to say it. He don't say nothing the whole night. The whole night. About 2:00 in the morning, he comes up and wakes me up. Get up.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, what? And I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? He was like, get up, walk around. And I was like, walk around? He's like, yeah, walk through the kitchen, walk through the living room, walk through the hallway, come back to your room. And I was like, what? So he makes me do this 2 times, right? Walk around the whole house at 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, why are you doing this? I want to go back to sleep. I get back to my room on the second lap. He goes, you want to go with little niggas? This is what happens. You're going to end up pregnant, waking up in the middle of the night with a baby.
God.
Walking around the house.
What a nigga.
Walking around the house. You want to go with little niggas? This is what happens when you go with little niggas. And I'm like, you can't be serious.
In the 6th grade.
The 6th grade.
Your parents hate you.
What? I haven't even gotten a quarter of the stories of my father.
Oh my God.
Yes. So yeah, let me go back to bed, and that was it. Like, that was my punishment. The next day he laughed and he was like, so, and I was like, I don't even like him. Like, I don't even like him. He's like, so what you doing? And I was like, cuz. Yeah.
That is funny.
Yep, I will never forget that.
That's your daddy trying to give you a taste of parenthood.
He sure was. He was like,
Walk
this is
around
what
the house
happens.
twice.
Twice at 2:00 in the morning. You gonna see what it's like to have a baby. You want to go with niggas. This is what happens.
Wow.
Oh, that is funny.
Black fathers.
But school
Something
crushes.
fathers.
Yeah.
I had a lot of crushes in school.
Yeah.
A lot.
Tell us about them.
Yeah.
I mean,
While I think of
I'm
mine.
certainly not finna sit here and go over everybody I had a crush
But like the
on.
main one, like the big one, like the OMG hard eyes.
Well,
like,
the big one was probably the girl in high school.
Yo, gay ass.
Yeah, that
Was she
one
gay
really
too?
changed the game.
Was she
Yeah,
lesbian?
she was openly gay, and I think that helped a lot with
Okay.
like my whole
Oh,
crush thing.
yeah, I forgot.
Because she had dated another girl at school before, and all this shit. I was like, oh, she's experienced. She knows
I
what
went
she's
to a
doing.
predominantly lesbian high school.
Bitch, what?
I did.
You know what? That explains so much about your gay ass. Because Jade be over here low key, high key dyking more than I do.
You see?
No, bitch, because you do it.
I don't even know what I be doing.
Jade be like, ooh, your titties.
Yeah.
Ooh, your ass looking right. You be like, what the fuck?
Yo, I hate you.
Bitch, you the one gay.
On the
you
next-
the one
yeah.
gay. No, bitch, you gay.
On the next episode of Joe and XD.
Oh, man. But yeah, so I had a huge crush. Huge crush on a girl senior year. I would not stop talking about her.
Did she like you?
Well, I found that out, but all year long I was just telling my friends who are also all gay. The crazy part was when my mama, when I went to I went to a winter formal with my friend Zach, who was openly gay, and he came to pick me up and all this, and you know, we took pictures and all that. And I remember my mama saying, you know, the more you hang around with gay people, that spirit is gonna get in you.
Yeah. The spirit of perversion, like Kim Burrell.
And I didn't know how to tell her that
Spirit of
I
homosexuality.
already liked girls. So I was just like, girl, you tripping. You know? But she was so extra anyway. So all year long I was telling my friends how fine this girl is. I love her so much. And then, I don't know if it worked the same way at y'all school, but seniors took their finals and everything earlier than everybody else because they graduated.
Yeah, we did.
You're not going to graduate and then come back and take finals. So it was our last day of being in class senior year. So it was like, girl, this is literally your last day. So either shit or get off the pot. Like, we getting our yearbook signed and everything. So I asked her to sign my yearbook. I signed hers and all this. And I told her that I had a crush on her. And she was like, what? And I was like, I'm actually dying right now to say this to you. Like, I really can't do this, but like, I just think you're cute and all this. So she wrote her number in my book and we dated for 6 years.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Because Dykes, of course we dated for 6 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it was off and on and tumultuous.
How often did you all live together?
Oh, bitch, shut up. A couple of times. I hate you. Because we did.
I know.
We did live together a few times.
It's okay.
That was my first love, though. She fucked me up, man.
Damn.
That was my first love.
I don't think I had any big crush. Like, I would just go with niggas, like, out of convenience. Me and Larry ended up hating each other. He told me to suck his dick in the hallway.
Oh.
And I was like, tell your mother to suck your dick. And then I got in trouble.
This is,
Yeah. Like, it was like, but I went with this I kind of had a thing for ugly niggas. Oh, I had a real big crush on this nigga named Wayne in the 8th grade. Wayne was like this little black hood nigga with yellow eyes.
Oh my God.
So he didn't drink water.
He didn't drink water at all. He didn't even know what it was. And Wayne was like, Wayne was just assertive. Yeah. Wayne would be like, "What's up?" Like, I was new. Like, it was like that was my 8th grade was my first year in that school. We moved so much, so he was like, "Come here. What's your name?" And of course now I'm like, if a nigga ever told me to come here, I'd be pissed. But I was like, "What's your name?" I know it was Wayne. But I liked Wayne in the 8th grade. I went with this nigga who was in the 11th grade when I was in the 9th grade named Chris. Yeah, I don't know. Some 8th grade nigga was stalking me when I was in 6th grade and bought me a bunch of carnations on Valentine's Day.
That's weird.
But I never really...
Oh, Lord.
I never really had any, like, big crushes in school.
I did used to have to curve niggas. You're like, I'm not doing that with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably did, and I don't remember them. I think I liked this ugly nigga in 6th grade, maybe 7th grade, maybe. I don't know. It was always
one time in elementary
nigga.
school, I ripped up a nigga's Valentine's Day card.
I've definitely done that.
I was like, yo, you got me fucked up. Yeah. Don't nobody like you. I felt bad too because he had put effort into it. It was lace and stuff around this big old heart. And he had glued his school picture in the center. His picture.
He played himself.
I mean, we was kids.
Sweet.
I do kind of feel bad at him.
You
I didn't have
should.
to. I didn't have to tear it up.
You should.
I just wanted him to know that I was not interested at all. So,
but you have to do all that.
Well, turning the mic over to you, sir.
You triggered.
How many homosexuals was you lusting after in grade school?
Who did you secretly send carnations to?
Who was you buying candygrams for? Tell the truth.
Who would you buy
girl.
teddygrams for?
Oh no,
girl.
you was wooing a young woman.
I did.
You
the
was
first time I ever did all of that, it was the 6th grade. Catherine.
She was white.
She was white and Filipino.
Oh, okay.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Was she Asian?
Yeah, she's white and Filipino.
Catherine.
She's pretty. She was like really like the hottest girl in school. Like everybody tried to get with her. And then like I got her number. We would talk on the phone. Then I would write her love notes, and I would spray the cologne that I got for Christmas on them. I bought her like candygrams for Valentine's Day. We didn't go together. She was just like, no, I'm not really all that interested.
She knew.
But,
I used to love getting notes from my little boyfriend.
Like she was like,
wasn't it cute?
I used to love notes. I'll be like, you better write me a note.
Yeah. She
so
was
I could read
sweet
it
about it. She was like, you're just my friend. Like she friend zoned me, and I was like,
she knew.
Okay.
She knew.
But I
we talk about shoes. Like I don't.
But the problem was like my 6th grade teacher, Mr. Breton, was very fine. And I should have known there was something because we took this class called Values and Choices in the 6th grade, and that was about like sex ed.
Oh, I was
and
like,
so
what
we
the
so we
fuck?
talked.
Values and choices.
Yeah,
That sound crazy.
So we talked. We hinted on homosexuality. I was like, but Mr. Breton was fine. He was a white man, but he was like a fine white boy. Like he looked like Ryan Phillippe. So I was
a
like,
little pink for me.
So like,
This.
but it was just kind of like, ooh, hey.
Oh no, I think Ryan Reynolds is the one I like.
I used to like Ryan Gosling.
Let me Google it. All them white boys run together, honestly.
Why are they all named Ryan?
Ryan and Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, I did have a boyfriend in the 8th grade. His name was Gilbert Guzman. This was after Wayne.
Gotcha.
Guzman was my he was my little boyfriend for a while.
Your Mexi nigga.
Yeah, and he used to write me he used to do all the calligraphy and the roses and make me little art and stuff that I could probably, if I had a car, I could put it on the side of it.
Did he try to recreate the homies posters?
Essentially, but with me and him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Were you his chola queen?
Yeah, because I dressed like a chola. Big t-shirts, jeans, sneakers.
That makes sense.
And lip liner.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I dressed like a little Christian.
I didn't. I dressed like a lesbian all through school. I wore Dickies jumpsuits.
I had no style.
I dressed the
no
way.
fashion.
I dressed the same way.
I wore fitted
Like a white
sneakers.
I wanted to
believe
dress
that.
like niggas so bad, and my mama just really kept me from participating in popular culture a lot.
My mother would just be like, "Are you a lesbian?" Like,
Well,
no. Shut up.
Ask again.
Let me know. Are you a lesbian? I dressed like
Miss
a
Jade's
tomboy.
mama. Oh, I used to love telling on people.
Fitteds.
Brandon's mama. Yes.
Oh, you were the worst.
Hell yeah, I used to snitch on badass kids. Niggas was bad. Whole mouth full of silver teeth. Silver teeth kids was bad as fuck.
They were bad as hell every time.
Yeah, they still are.
Yeah.
My cousin had a silver tooth and he was bad as
hell.
shit.
Yep, always. It's
Do
always
they
the
still
trend.
give kids silver teeth? I feel like they don't do that no more.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
We got to go down to the swap meet. And
Yeah,
see.
they do. Cause
No, nigga, this was a dentist thing, not a swap meet thing. You know what? Jade
Because
is
my
fired.
cousin that live in Albany Projects, her son is bad as hell, and he got a whole gorilla silver teeth.
See? At 6.
Somebody needs to do a study into silver teeth and the link between like
The
Please.
the silver tooth to prison pipeline.
yeah, silver tooth to prison pipeline.
Let's do a documentary.
Yeah, we'll get Ava. We need Ava DuVernay.
On Netflix.
Ava's like, "Ooh, I'm booked."
Yeah,
Jada XD and Crissle present.
yes.
No, that's okay. I'll just write. It can be Jade and XD present. Just hire me to write it.
Next nigga piece.
An expose.
I'll do the voiceover.
Yes. You do the audio book.
Silver teeth to prison pipeline.
But little did Samantha know that when Tyrion got them silver teeth at the age of 5, he would be doing a bid less than 20 years later.
Featuring vignettes with like Mark Lamont Hill.
You got Erykah Badu playing around. Don't have to touch the yayo.
Oh my God. Okay.
With like Mark Lamont Hill and Paul Wall in the documentary.
Not Paul Wall. For inclusivity.
Yeah, because he got
Yeah.
silver teeth.
Yeah, he deals them.
Yes.
You blacks.
So, in every school, we've all had to sell something.
Oh yeah. Public school kids.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
not that.
Oh.
Bitch, not pussy or drugs.
Right.
No, like fundraising stuff. You wasn't in no
I was
clubs.
thinking about weed.
You was selling weed in school?
What? Who? What are you talking? What?
So
That
you
sounds
were.
like a yes,
You're
right?
You were.
You fucking felon.
Y'all had me block out a white bitch's name, but you don't get on me for pleading the fifth. How dare you?
No, bitch, you didn't ever have to sell
Y'all
the
had
world's
me
finest
just
chocolate.
like that nigga in Florida who took that white supremacist for collard greens and black eyed peas,
Oh my
helped him
God.
file a police report.
Oh my god.
For real though, bitch, you didn't ever have to sell candy bars and shit.
I sold candy, but it was like
Edibles?
Nah, it was like it was like a
Bruh.
it was like a family business where my mother would go to Costco and buy like candy and bulk.
I would sell the caramel apple suckers for 25 cents.
Oh, the candy lady had everything.
So my mom bought me a Tommy Hilfiger windbreaker thing with mad pockets.
Yo, you really the family
You were the
hustler.
girl I wanted to be. You were.
I had change and
I wanted one of them so
I had the
bad.
caramel apple suckers and we had blow pops and
You've been a hustler from way back.
Them caramel apple suckers was never good. I could not understand why niggas loved them.
They were
I love them.
amazing.
Trash.
I could go
every
for one
Halloween.
now.
No.
Every October I have at least 3.
Niggas had taffy and shit
Because I
like
can't
that.
eat them all now. I just need one.
I loved Sprees.
Ugh.
I loved those personally, but I sold like Sour Patch Kids.
I liked
and, like,
Skittles.
We did the bags of Kool-Aid with the sugar.
I was a Warhead and Lemonhead girl because I like sour
girl.
candy.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, we sold pickles.
We sold Starburst.
It was a pickle jar at the candy lady house.
Pickles.
And now they sell Kool-Aid soaked pickles.
Amazing.
Ew.
No, they're delicious.
I'm cool.
And the one with the peppermint stick in the middle.
No, what?
Girl.
Pickles and peppermint.
Yeah.
Oh, and we sold meat. It's this meat company.
What?
It's this meat company. No, everybody from Oklahoma knows
Bison?
about Blue and Gold. It's called Blue and Gold. They make sausage and chicken and all kind of shit. And it was solely sold to schools for fundraising purposes. You couldn't get this meat nowhere else.
Years ago, while teaching, I had an idea for an FFA chapter fundraiser. 40 years later, Blue and Gold Sausage Company has allowed us to now give back.
Don and Willadine Ramsey came to the Oklahoma City Community Foundation in 1979, establishing several funds through which their family recommends grants. Thanks to their generosity, many agriculture education programs have been funded. Call or contact the Oklahoma City Community Foundation. We're here to help you help your community.
And everybody loves it. Blue and Gold sausage is so damn good. So when you came to church or whatever talking about you selling Blue and Gold, niggas would really be like, where is the pen? Yeah, like, let me order that shit. We used to sell lots of Blue and Gold for band trips because I was in the band in high school.
I was in the band too. I played
a black
flute.
band. Bitch, me too.
I definitely played the flute.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
another thing about
Oh, I'll
me.
never forget 8th grade.
I was just a cheerleader.
Oh, I was a cheerleader in high school very briefly.
Never was a
Yeah, I was
Very
briefly too.
I'm not
because-
even. I ran track and I played basketball.
And you play basketball and
Yeah.
ran track like a dyke? Is that what you did?
Yes, Joe. Tell us. Tell us what you did.
I ran track.
Yeah.
And what was it? What else?
And I played ball.
Played a little basketball.
Yeah, you did.
Play basketball.
You did.
Was you playing them hoes for their heart?
Wasn't interested. I just looked like I was.
Yeah. We sold all kind of shit to go on band trips all around the South.
Yeah, I sold a bunch of shit. Like, even in Boy Scouts, we sold a bunch of
Oh,
shit.
yeah. I was a Girl Scout. It wasn't hard to sell them cookies. Child, you show up with that Girl Scout cookie folder and just leave it at the church right there at the front, and
I
people
bought
would fill
Girl
it
Scout
out.
cookies, but I never was a Girl Scout.
I remember I sold a bunch of Scholastic books. I do remember that.
I didn't sell them. I bought them. The Scholastic book fair at school was like my favorite.
I bought them and then I sold them because
you
I
flipped
knew.
them?
Yeah, girl, because you got a pizza party.
What?
Oh,
A
yeah, nigga.
pizza party?
If you sold an X
right.
amount, you got a pizza party, and the doll was trying to get free pizza.
that's real.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
It was Pizza Hut, and you got a voucher for Blockbuster. So I won pizza
and a movie.
Yeah,
that's a Friday night.
That sounds like the Book It program. I don't know if y'all had Book It, but
Yeah,
it was a
when you
Pizza
read
Hut thing.
Yeah, that too.
And you read a certain number of books and you get a personal pan
A
pizza.
million words, you get a personal pan pizza.
Nigga, I
did
had
that.
like 7 of them coupons. I used to stay going to Pizza Hut like,
Excuse
me.
Ball on them with your broke ass.
Just go ahead and charge it to my coupon.
Nigga shit.
I can't believe you didn't have to. Oh, well, you were selling drugs and candy, so you was good.
Yeah.
Damn, so you would get them high and then sell them something for the munchies. That's an entrepreneur.
Thank you.
That's some entrepreneur shit right there.
No, we had to sell stuff for band, and then you had like, them catalogs and shit.
Or the World Fair chocolates. Did you sell the
World Famous chocolates?
Yeah, for $1.
I used to buy some of them bars off myself.
Yeah.
Oh no, I had
them
to
almond
buy
ones
them.
was good.
I had to buy them because I was.
I love chocolate.
I loved that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was selling. We were a family of hustle, so we were always on some side shit.
We were always selling shit in catalogs, like gourmet candy and wrapping paper and shit.
Cookie cutters.
All that wrapping paper.
That fucking wrapping paper.
Cinnamon sugar flour. Like, just shit like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And I find myself that I have to now buy it for my coworkers.
I hated those because they were the hardest to sell.
Y'all know Noah's in school now. Be prepared for them catalogs. Lord. They coming.
My boss used to bring stuff from his daughter, and I would be like, you know what's cool? That Girl Scout cookie order form. Like, you can always bring that over here.
Yeah,
I want 8 boxes of Thin Mints.
I gotta make sure that it's like Black Girl Scouts. They got Black Girl Scout League.
Oh, I know they got. Well, girl, I don't know, but I'm sure it's Black Girl Scout. Look where you are in Brooklyn.
Maybe I'm gonna start a BGS.
Yeah, Black Girl Scout.
Yeah. Instead of teaching them how to camp,
one.
teach them how to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
God.
I hated that camping trip.
That's Bad Girls Club.
I was like, no. Because my troop was white. I think that's why I didn't stay very long. My mom was like, this is too much.
No,
mine was too. My mother was like, this is too white and too expensive.
Right. And I didn't even really like them girls like that. So
yeah, my mom was like, you don't need to be, you don't need to see them outside of school.
The crazy part is all the boys in my Boy Scout troop were all the boys I was in school with. So she was like, well, what's the point? We were in the same class.
I hung out with niggas and they were not in Girl and Boy Scouts.
Did y'all have Zenos and... What was it? Zenos and Kudos? Zenos and something. So. It was like a little high school version of fraternities and sororities.
No. Oh, no.
Maybe that was just a Tulsa thing.
No.
Oh, Lord. That probably was just a Tulsa thing.
If was that like a black thing? Because I didn't like...
Oh, it was definitely a black thing. I think Zenos was sponsored by AKA or Delta, and the Kudos was sponsored by...
There's no black people in San Jose, California, except the people that are my family, right. So I don't really know.
All right,
Fair
then.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No, I hung out with niggas, so they weren't really doing a lot of extracurricular activities like that. Just wasn't happening. I'd have me a couple little nerd friends here and there.
We didn't really get to hang out outside of school. We only got to hang out with family and church people. That was it. I did not get to kick it with people from school outside of school.
My mom was always leery. She was one of those black mothers all the time. Like, you ain't spending the night.
Right.
They got brothers.
Oh, no.
I could never spend the night.
Like, she wasn't having it.
Not until later. Not until way later.
Yeah. High school, it got a little better.
Not until my mama knew my friends and trusted all that. But she, especially when I was younger.
My friend Alicia, Alicia's been my friend for a long time. My mom knew Alicia, but I don't think I ever spent the night at Alicia's house. I just don't think anything ever came up for me to. And then my friend Kiana, she let me spend the night at her house. But outside of that, I didn't really spend the night a lot. Oh, and my friend Sabrina. But outside of that, she wasn't really having all that.
I didn't really do that. My mother was like, "Oh no, you can come home or they can go home."
Right.
I feel like I had like
they can come over here.
Right.
I feel like
people could always come to my house.
Yeah. No, my mother didn't like that.
You don't want to come to my house. It's boring.
No, my house.
We don't have cable.
We were fine. My dad was a DJ. I had house parties when I was a teenager. Like I got to have house parties. Like
you were the girl I wanted to be.
No, you were the cool. You were the cool black.
I wasn't though. But like in the summertime, I was just regular. But like in the summertime, like my dad would like let us have a little boy girl house party. My cousin would come from Atlanta.
Hell no.
They'd
my
move
daddy
the furniture.
would have never.
My mother would make me a 7-layer dip because I'd beg her to make one. Mostly because I could eat it after the party was over. Because I know them kids didn't want no 7-layer dip.
Right. I want teenagers want 7-layer dips.
Yeah,
and
you wanted the dip.
No, that was solely for me. But we'd have like wings and chips and shit and soda and like, sneak liquor, and my dad would DJ and we'd dance in the living room. My parents were there, so they were cool as long as they were there.
Right. Wow. No, I was the one sneaking to go to other people's house parties. Because I would have never.
And I had a man at the time, so I would sneak out. I would say I'm doing church stuff.
Oh no, I wasn't a sneaker outer.
Yeah, no, me and my boyfriend broke up junior year, and then I had that crush on that girl senior year. So I I was single, but going to these house parties where niggas was just humping all over the place and all this, and I was like, oh, I'm such a virgin. I do not fit in.
And I was a virgin through all of that. House parties, all that. I was a virgin. Like, I wasn't just
I didn't have sex till college. I didn't have sex till I turned 21, actually. I waited a while.
Ooh, I'm going to see myself out.
I waited a while because I did not want my first time to be with somebody that I was going to regret.
My mother drilled that into me.
Yeah, me too.
Drilled it. It's your first forever.
Right.
I mean, now she was like, get married. But I'm like, that's not
Bitch, be serious.
You gotta taste a couple cuisines before you know what's your favorite.
All the people I know who got married before they had sex got married so they wouldn't be sinning when they had sex.
Exactly.
Like,
so many people that
them.
I know. And so many of them ended up divorced.
Right.
They're cheating on each other when they're 23. Because they shouldn't have been married in the first place.
Sex is not a reason to get married.
No.
Oh, God bless the Bible Belt.
And I was engaged young, too. I got engaged young.
Of course you did.
I did. I mean, clearly that didn't go anywhere. Because here we are.
Right. No.
But,
you know.
But I did. But no, I wasn't having sex. I wasn't having sex in high school. Or definitely not junior high.
Well, that's today's show, everybody.
Your black ass.
Thanks for listening. It's literally like an hour and a half. So
we'll do a part 2 one day because I know there were questions we didn't get to.
Yeah, thank you, Crissle West, for coming.
Thanks, Crissles, for coming.
Oh, girl, whatever. You know, it's nothing but a train ride.
I know.
It's a Liddy.
Yes, we're literally off the same line. Just 2 different boroughs.
Word.
Thanks for having me.
You can find Crissle at The Read, at thisistheread.com.
Yeah. And we're on tour, thereadlive.com for tickets to some of our upcoming shows. So, that's all I have to plug. Other than that, I'm pretty much chilling.
See jadenxd.com for details on our book.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me get that.
Yeah.
Nigga Peace Theater.
Yeah, Nigga Peace Theater.
I was just telling somebody about that the other day. I said, I gotta download that shit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nigga Peace Theater. It's called Thank You.
Thank you.
The Sick and Twisted Love Story of Trevor and Bianca Davis.
Yes.
It's always Bianca.
Have you read it since we finished it?
I haven't.
I read it on Sunday. We are crazy for this story. I was like, woo, we were on one.
Here it is on Amazon.
That's right. Plug it.
Yeah.
Plug.
Yeah, it's great. It's a fun story.
I'm mad I didn't bring my Kindle. I'm gonna have to wait till I get home to read it.
Yeah,
but
it's
not that fun.
Yeah, it's 50 pages. You can read it on your phone by the time if you get
by
on
the
train.
time I get home. Yeah. 50 pages. Okay, I'm gonna knock that out tonight.
Yeah. It's a good read. It's fun.
So make sure you all get your copy. Listen to Jaden XD every Friday-ish.
Yeah, and no, it's every Friday, and then we're going back to 2 days a week.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna.
Yeah, we going back.
We coming back.
That sounds sad.
No. It's just
God damn it.
We were doing two shows a week.
Yeah, no, I know.
For like 3 months, and
3 for me.
I honestly don't know how y'all ever did that because every Wednesday I'll be like, "Girl, is it time? Really?"
Is it?
It was hard.
It was rough.
Yeah,
but we did it.
Yeah.
So we coming back.
So from Mondays and Fridays, but that'll be probably in January. So.
All right, niggas. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
This episode of Jade and XD was produced by Abraham Kevin Quezada.
I'm going to write a 2017 version of Just Another Girl on the IRT.
Oh!
Ooh! That fucking movie.
Just Another Girl on the t-shirt. I think Noah has a girl in her class named that. I think.
Oh my god.
After the movie?
No, I don't know.
I hope not.
I mean.
It's Brooklyn.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond Almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond Almonds. Crave victoriously.